Good morning, good morning, good morning. Right, here we are. So Saturday, 4th of October, and I am hoping that you have woken up today without a hangover. Well, let's let's hope that's the case, okay? So I'm here at my usual spot. It's a really nice hotel actually, and they've got a pretty cool terrace out here. So I try and get out and come here, so that's where I am. But anyway, that aside, so how are you feeling today? I'm hoping that you're feeling sort of bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. You know, you're not nursing a hangover. If you are nursing a hangover, then I don't want to beat you up about it, and I don't want you to beat yourself up. But this is why the program exists, because if YouTube videos could solve all of your problems, then, you know, we'd all be perfect, wouldn't we? But I'm hoping that you've managed to get that first Friday out of the way, and this Saturday morning you're left thinking, I feel pretty good. Because in fact, think about how are you feeling today, okay? Are you feeling sharper? Are you feeling surprised? I remember my first Saturday in years and years and years, back in 2017, where I didn't drink. I hadn't drunk the night before. And for me, and I don't know if you'll share this, but the overriding feeling for me was one of, I would almost say bewilderment. It was a little bit of surprise where I woke up and I was like, oh, I don't have crippling anxiety, and I don't have this crushing hangover, and I don't have this anxiety about what I was doing the night before, because I would drink and sometimes make a complete a-hole out of myself. I would do something stupid. I would try and chat to some woman and just make a complete fool of myself, or who knows. I mean, I remember there was this is really embarrassing. I remember, being, nearly 40 years old and going to a club called Mr. Wolf's, and just being a sloppy mess, a 40-year-old guy wearing a suit, and Mr. Wolf's is full of 20-somethings, and me just looking like a complete loser in this bar, the oldest teenager in town, as my grandmother would say. But anyway, I digress. But I had a feeling of bewilderment, of not really understanding, of like, what do I do with myself today? I had a lot of energy, and I cleaned my teeth, I had a shower. It was 8 a.m. rather than midday or something like that, and I had the day ahead of me, and I was unsure of what to do with myself. So maybe you're having similar feelings, or feeling a little bit surprised, and maybe I'm hoping that you feel positive and that you feel proud of yourself, because you should. You've achieved something. You've actually, to steal a line from Star Wars, you've taken your first step on a bigger journey. So I'm paraphrasing anyway, but yeah, so I'm hoping you're feeling good today. And I would really urge you to do something with the day, I would urge you to go for a walk. I don't know what the climate is like where you are, but if it's a nice day, get outside, go and do something. If it's snowing and it's cold, then maybe wrap yourself in a blanket, put a movie on, and cook some nice food. Enjoy the day, because it's Saturday. Hoping you're not working today. If you are, then I'm sorry, but Saturday is another big trigger day for a lot of people. So we need to get you through Saturday night, but it's the morning now, so we'll enjoy it, and let's get the day out of the way, and let's think about what we can do as the day rolls on. So as the day rolls on, as I've just said, what I want you to think about is how much better you feel today, and how not drinking last night, the world didn't end. You didn't miss out on anything. Nobody died. There's nothing nothing awful happened. In fact, positive things happened. And just because you weren't drinking and you didn't go to the bar, or you didn't do what you usually do, or you didn't drink 3 bottles of wine with dinner last night, you haven't missed out on anything. There is still a world out there. There is still a world of opportunity out there. And just because you're not doing this destructive alcohol habit, you now see that there are other things that you can be doing. Maybe there's a farmer's market you can go to. As you can tell, I'm a man of a certain age, and farmer's markets now seem cool to me, whereas I think 18-year-old me would just think I was quite lame. But maybe there's something you can do. But you can see that there's other habits that you can get involved with, and other things that you can do. So as today rolls on and we hit that sort of Saturday night thing, let's build on the lessons that we've done so far. So we now know how to battle cravings, okay? We can have something to eat, we can have a fizzy drink, we can have a soda, we can set an alarm, we just get through them. We know they're going to pass. We also know how to get through trigger events now. So you've done it on a Friday, you know that there's a better way, and you know that you've already got through Friday, so you can get through Saturday. It's going to be no different. It's exactly what you did last night, but tomorrow you're going to wake up feeling even better than you did today, even prouder of yourself than you did today. So keep that in mind. Watch this video again if you need to. Like, subscribe, all of that kind of stuff. As I say, there's a link in, I think, probably the pinned comment or in the description below, where if you're interested in the program and doing this sort of properly and getting it completely kind of out of your life, then you can watch a video there, and that'll help you get an idea of how we'll do it. But anyway, have a lovely Saturday. I'm really proud of you. You can do this, and I will see you tomorrow.